Radio at velvetxxx.com.
Our first guest tonight is one of the biggest stars in the porn world. She's a contract star with the Digital Playground brand and has been featured in some of the highest-selling adult movies of all time. Her latest titles include Mothers and Daughters and the soon-to-be-released Nurses 2. She is also an entrepreneur with her own line of tequila. Please join me in welcoming the great Jesse Jane to Velvet Radio.
Woo! How are you?
Jesse, welcome to the show. Thanks for being here with us.
Thanks for having me.
I want to jump right into the dirty stuff. I don't want to waste any time. So can you tell us about your filthy fuck scene with Riley Steele and Evan Stone in Mothers and Daughters?
That scene was super fun. Obviously Riley, Evan, and I have worked together before, but it actually had been such a long time. So we hadn't even, I of course seen Riley because we do all the features together, but Riley and I both hadn't seen Evan Stone or worked with him, or done a threesome, which is us three in a while. So it was such a fun scene, because we hadn't seen each other, we went nuts. We were crazy. They even cut some of the footage from the movie. We did so much crazy stuff, and we did in every way possible. And he intertwined Riley and I into a double human pretzel in so many different ways. It was such a fun scene.
So you're telling me it got so crazy they had to cut out some of the stuff?
Yeah, no, they even had to cut out some of the stuff. I mean, we were all over the place. Like I said, none of us had, worked together, just us three. And then Riley and I both hadn't worked with Evan in a while. So we went nuts. And, it went for so long. Finally, they were like, guys, I know y'all are having fun, but,
That's great.
We gotta wrap it up.
Now, Jesse, when people hear a title like Mothers and Daughters, they might get the wrong impression of what this is about. Can you break down what the storyline is with Mothers and Daughters?
Yeah, when you think Mothers and Daughters, it's kind of a different thing. You think mothers and hooking up with their daughters, and that's illegal. So that is not what the movie is about. What it is, and this happens in real life. You have the mothers that want to be young again, or revenge and want to go after younger things to prove that they're still sexy. So all of the mothers that play the mothers to all of us Digital Playground girls try to sleep with our boyfriends. And then we get mad at our moms for sleeping with our boyfriends, so we go and get revenge, and then we sleep with their men.
Oh.
Nice.
So it's revenge against mothers and daughters. It's obviously not mothers and daughters hooking up.
So, okay, can you tell us about some of the other sex in the movie and how we and many of our listeners can get their hands on Mothers and Daughters?
The other sex scene that I did in this movie, which we do in most big features for the Digital Playground, is, the all-Digital Playground girls sex scene, which was fun. It started at the pool party and us drinking beers at the pool. It was of course we had all the digital girls, Kaden, Riley, Selena. We added Vicky Chase. She's been in a lot of our things. And, we do this big girl thing. And I don't even remember why in the storyline, so I'm not going to lie. I don't remember that part, but this is a good movie, and they did something different. Digital Playground likes to do all these features, and it's boy girls, and then at Digital Playground girls, orgy at the end with a guy usually. But this one was different because it was more about trying to get into old school porn stars versus new school porn stars, So you had so many big names in it, and it was really, this time, more about girls than, the couples.
Oh, cool. So how can we get our hands on it? Where can we find this?
You can get it, always on the digitalplayground.com, and then I believe it's out, so now you can get it anywhere. I'm sure it has it also, on adultdvdempire.com, several different websites, but always go to DP. In fact, there's a website, mothersdaughters.com, that you can just order it straight from there, and then you can see the photo gallery and the trailer, and behind the scenes.
Nice. That's great. Well, I know what I'll be doing tonight.
Now, Jesse, another Digital Playground title that's getting a lot of buzz is Nurses 2. Can you give us some insider info on what is certain to be another porn blockbuster?
You know what, Nurses 2 was a lot of fun. It was a long set. Of course, we obviously look like nurses. And we added new girls because we had new digital playground girls. So, the storyline was still, you just got put in different situations. There were several days, so there's a lot of parts that I don't know because they kind of worked us girls into our own days. But Riley and I are always on set causing trouble together. That's just what Riley and I do. And it was a fun set. There were so many funny parts that you put the situations. Alexis Texas was great. Eric Everhard was, of course, funny in this movie. And, of course, we had the all-girls, digital playground girls sex scene with Manuel at the end because he's the main doctor, which was a really good scene and tricky because we did it on a single hospital bed. So we had to maneuver in some crazy ways to get all of us to work that area. But it was just fun. We were shooting that downtown. They were super long days. Riley and I, of course, always get in trouble on set when we're bored and not shooting. So we were trying to start trouble, which is all behind the scenes. But it's a really good movie. They just released the trailer for Nurses 2, and we were getting such a crazy response.
Nice. I want to see a release of you and Riley getting into trouble, behind the scenes DVD.
You know what? If you could probably make a whole DVD of the behind the scenes of Riley and I getting in trouble. We have enough movies together already, and we're actually getting ready here in about a week and a half to shoot another big feature. So this will be our next feature, and of course Riley and I are already tag teaming each other.
Nice.
I wonder what we're shooting. What can we do?
Well, for fear of what I already know what your answer is going to be, I'm going to ask you kind of a personal question, but I think I already know what the answer is going to be here. One of the staples of the major releases from Digital Playground are the orgy scenes with the other contract stars. So when the digital girls get together, who does the best job of getting you off with her tongue?
Believe it or not, well, maybe not with their tongue, just overall would actually be Kaden Cross.
Oh.
Kaden Cross and I are both alike when we have sex. And we're aggressive. We really do love women, and it's almost like a challenge, like hot sexual WWE type stuff. And so Kaden and I, because we are so, and don't get me wrong, obviously Riley and I are too, and Riley and I like being on the best tag team. And Kaden and I, for Girl Girl, everybody has made a petition with T-shirts, I'm not even joking, to have Kaden and I do a scene by ourselves. Because Kaden and I only got to work together in the group orgy thing, so that was it. So Kaden and I want to work, her and I. We want to do a movie called Jesse vs. Kaden.
Well, just tell us where we need to sign this petition.
Yeah, no, seriously, it's going to happen. When people are making T-shirts for this, come on.